Friday morning to you. Welcome back to Breakfast at Fiji One. David and I with you this morning, and of course it's Fashion Friday today, and we have the pleasure of having Moira Solvalu-John on the show this morning, along with her brother as well, David Solvalu. Welcome to the both of you, and thank you for coming in this morning. We're excited to find out about your design, your label, and what you've been doing in terms of the fashion industry here in Fiji. Good morning, by the way. How are you this morning?
Well, I'm not a morning person, but thank you for having us.
You want some more happy song to,
David will do the dancing.
Okay. Well, Moira, maybe we'll start off. We're wearing Moira's design this morning, by the way. And it's 8 Mountain it is. Moira, tell us the story of when you first started.
Well, we started on the runways of Fiji Fashion Week, 2009. 8 Mountains is actually our surname translated into English. So I thought it was synonymous with large landscapes.
Right.
And that's what our brand represents, plus size and everything to do with the diaspora and David.
David, you want
to
add
on to that?
There's so many different meanings that you can extract from it, so that's what we liked about it. Like, apart from the fact that it was our surname, a literal translation of it, English translation of it, there's the significance of the number 8. And the number 8 has, it is the figure of a full-size woman. It is the symbol of infinity, it's like a feeling of lack of limitations. So there are so many things attracting us to this name. Like, we felt like it had not just personal meaning, but meaning in a larger way, like meaning that everyone can find. So
and
that's
for a local fashion label, we thought it had some difference, and it had a meaning to us. It's who we are.
So when you started out, Moira and David, was this so did somebody initiate this, or did you both get on tape, look, let's do this together?
I had a lot of friends who actually knew that I was doing a lot of designing on the side, and they got together and did a barrel night for me so that I could actually launch my first collection of And from there onwards, I've never looked back. Every show, after the show, we've always had a sellout.
Right.
And thankfully, Fiji Fashion Week puts you through a bit of the workshops in order to try and get your garments to be internationally, to international standards. So for us, having to go through that whole process has been quite a trial and error basis thing for us, and it's something we've learned along the way, gotten better, and just gone stronger and stronger every year. This is 2016, and we've been 8 years now in business.
Wow, that's a long time. Moira, tell us a little bit about your designs, David.
David will explain. He's the print designer.
The print,
I don't know. It's sort of like, would you like to know about the process or the inspiration? Well,
inspiration and really how you actually, because I'm looking at here, you've got the types of design that you've actually put into this.
This one here is actually the inverted borders, and it's from our Konahonga collection, which Konahonga and Rotomari is family.
Right.
And we thought in 2015 we wanted to be able to signify what different types of families we have in society. And so that was the inspiration behind the Konahonga print. But
and then evolving family types. That's why the bure, which is the home, is not just laid out, it's also inverted at the same time.
Right.
Just like turning the conventional concept of family a little bit on its head. And finding that families that exist in all types in this new age all mean the same. They're all family, whether they are the conventional or the conventional upside down. Family's family.
Oh, and I know that you operate out of Nandi, Moira.
Well, basically I live in Nandi, but the little factory that we have is in Lautoka.
Is in Lautoka. But you've got some good news for us because you're moving into Suva, aren't you?
Yes, we opened shop on the 5th of Feb in Central Suva. So
right,
it's
so there you
exciting,
go.
and something new. We've never gone out on full retail before. We have just the kids collection that sits at MHCC.
Okay.
But because of the high demand locally now, we found that there is a market out here, and we want to tap into that here. So.
Yeah, talking about the market as well, I know that, what is your customer base like? You know, it covers all ages, and you dress some well-known people here in Fiji as well. We've seen that, those that attend special events and seen your clothing all over, them being dressed there. So just tell us a bit more about that.
Well, we appeal mostly to the process when we first started it out. But then slowly as we went along, people from all sizes and slimmer sizes came up. So to meet that demand as well, we didn't want to limit ourselves just to plus size, so we've done a bit of the slim sizes as well, but nothing under 10.
Right.
And nothing over 22 because we want to keep that healthy as well.
Nice. And so, Moira, you've also designed stuff like you mentioned for children as well.
Yes. Our kids wear did really well, but actually the kids wear was a concept that came up basically not to have wastage because we have all the fabric that's used for the adult wear, and we didn't want to waste that. So we said, okay, get something done. And the kids wear concept came around, and then we entered the kids collection show in 2013, and that went on so well. So that was a success. And then our kids wear is fronted by my son. He's 6 years old.
Yeah.
So everyone knows him more than they know us. So he's doing a good job with that too.
Okay, so you've got all the family involved in
yes,
this
it's
business.
It's a family business.
That's
about your earlier question, like there's the initiation of the business part, but I feel like the initiation of the idea or the dream was from our mother.
Okay.
So she was the tailor. She
Self-taught one.
Yeah, she doesn't sew anymore because she has diabetes,
And
but
her eyesight is weak, so.
and she's quite old. Yeah, but for most of our lives, she was this little entrepreneurial lady.
Yeah, we learned our first marketing skills from our mom.
Wow.
She used to make ends meet for us, so she'd sew clothes and put them on the porch because she knew that the bus would come up that place. So basically, we learned everything to do with marketing from our mom.
wow.
In the simplest of ways.
Well, saying goes that our first teachers are, our mothers at home. So I'm sure that you're so grateful to her, and she's probably, not probably, but really proud that it's gone this far. So where to from now, Moira and David?
Well, we're not stopping here. We're looking at going into international shows. But basically, because we design for the diaspora, we don't have anything to do with Fijians around the world. Our prints, you see, unlike other designers who do their own prints here in Fiji, we'll always have an aspect of Fiji on the prints. So when you look at it, you know that's Fiji. And we're proud to stick it to being to appealing to the diaspora and have Fiji out there in the market. Where to from here? We'll try out the retail and see how that goes.
Yeah, we're also like the retail is us also really building on the local market as well.
Okay.
Like it's a bit of, I mean, like all financial ventures have risks, but this is a risk that we're taking because we have faith in the local market as well, that the people in Fiji know what they want. And yeah. And so
when we started off in 2009, we had people who bought the first collection of the runway, and thereafter it was hard to sell locally because mostly the international market that bought.
Right.
And I always wanted to see the local people actually wear it, and you hear of the names of Hapfil Herder and Rosie Simisi, and people are always, wearing their stuff. So when I looked at it, I said, okay, one day it'll happen. And Hapfil said to me, Moira, just be persistent and consistent with what you're doing, and eventually the people of Fiji will like what you're doing, and they'll buy into it. And 2011, we came out with our Bula wear. So at first I thought, okay, as the market is so infiltrated with so many Bula wear, what would make us different? And that was going back to having it locally, our prints, Fijian prints. So our prints are a little different from what you see on the tribal market right now. Everything is inspired. We come up with a collection, and then we say, okay, for 20 16, this is our theme,
Mm.
and it evolves around that. So we have the first collection in April, and then the second one in November for the tourist wear.
Mm.
And so we just evolve that around.
So how fast do you do,
In a year, we
different-
try and get out 4 different prints.
Mm.
It's a little
Okay.
hard because local production of prints, you actually have to for your shirt.
Mm.
That's a screen print and as
Mm.
well as hers.
Mhm.
And to actually get the screen prints, you have to buy them because
Okay.
we're not actually doing it ourselves. That actually is outsourced
Right.
to a printing factory
Here in Fiji.
here in Fiji.
Okay.
So everything is done here.
Mm.
Even up, so we have around 10 staff, and we try and
Mm.
ensure that we maintain that
Mm.
and keep it everything homegrown. So
Great.
the cost of production, when it sits next to a shirt that's made in China,
Mm.
our margin is very small,
Yeah.
and so the struggle financially to keep going,
Mm.
because the margins are so small and the competition is really high, that's been our challenge.
Mm.
But we know, and we've seen over the last year or so, when we took out our new prints and everything, the local market bought into it. They understood it, and they said, we'll support locally garments.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm very passionate about seeing that the Made in Fiji branding goes ahead with 8 Mountains.
Mm.
Mm.
And try and see what we can do to further that.
Mm.
Great.
Well, thank you guys for coming in. Just before we wrap up, any final words from the both of you?
No, we're just looking forward to a great year.
Mm.
Yes.
And so, sorry, again, Moira, when does a shop open here in Suva?
Well, hopefully on the 5th of Feb.
Okay.
We're trying to have a soft opening on the 5th of Feb. We want to do it before Valentine's because it's a
Okay.
big sale.
Mm.
And take out all our red colors and everything. So
Have you picked out the location already?
yes, already picked out. We will start renovations this weekend.
Okay. And then, of course, you'll let everyone know exactly where it is, huh?
So we're trying to keep that all hush hush.
All right. Well, thank you again. Good luck with all your plans for this year and
Thank
beyond
you so
that.
much,
Thank
David.
And thank you for coming in. Thank you, by the way, for dressing us this morning. You look
Yeah.
really nice. I was telling you this
Thank
is one of my favorite colors, and love the design on it. Huh? Thank you again, and we wish you well.
Thank you very much, Karen.